How you doing, fan bam? This is Chris Mizo here, and I want to talk to you about monitors, especially for this year and the upcoming future years. And the reason why I wanted to speak to you about it is because you may not actually have to worry about NVIDIA's GSYNC anymore. Same thing with AMD's FREESYNC. It's because VESA wants to launch an industry standard all across the board to make it more fair for the consumer when they do purchase their monitor. And if you're not familiar with NVIDIA's GSYNC or AMD's FREESYNC, in basic terms, it just prevents any type of ghosting, lagging, screen tearing, all that nasty stuff that you get when you have a high input lag with your GPU. And that usually happens because when you have a input lag between your GPU and your monitor, your GPU is working faster than your monitor, so the refresh rates can't handle it. So you get that nice little screen tear. So most people, depending on the type of GPU that they do purchase, if it's an NVIDIA RTX GeForce 3080, then you're gonna look for a monitor that does support GSYNC, so it does help prevent any type of screen tearing. Same thing when it comes to AMD's FREESYNC. If you have AMD's Radeon 6950 XT, you're going to be looking for a monitor that has FREESYNC, so that prevents any type of ghosting, screen tearing, and all that beautiful stuff that we all look forward to. And these are very typical issues. There is a catch. When it comes to refresh rates, depending on the monitor that you do purchase, if it's 144 Hz, if it's 240 Hz, if it's a higher refresh rate monitor, regardless if you have an RTX GeForce card or a AMD Radeon series card, either one of them can work with each other, even though if it's NVIDIA's GSYNC or AMD's FREESYNC. Well, that comes with the whole market inside of things. That's why Video Electronics Standard Association wants to come out with the actual standard when it comes to purchasing monitors. They will perform up to 50 rigorous tests. I should really say 50 tedious tests to see if this monitor is any good or not for gaming. Not only is VESA going to test adaptive displays, but they will also test out media displays, which VESA will put a media sync label or stamp on there to let you know it is approved. So they will be the actual first standard when it comes to either a laptop or desktop, when it comes to either adaptive displays or media displays. VESA will give tests such as AdaptiveSync operation maximum refresh rate, testing the overdrive factory default settings to make sure that it does not undershoot or overshoot. Flicker on low variability refresh rate test. VESA will also test frame rates drop tolerance between minimum and maximum refresh rates on OSs, which will have to reach specific requirements to get approved. Wait till you hear this. VESA AdaptiveSync provides front of screen performance, certification for gaming refresh rates, rapid G2G performance along with video playback jitter and flicker elimination, requires a minimum range of 60 Hz to 144 Hz. VESA MediaSync also uses the AdaptiveSync protocol to optimize performance for video playback, eliminating jitter and flicker from video content without the tight requirements for frame rates and rapid G2G performance required by gaming. So really what that means, if you're not too sure the difference, is the media sync requirements, the frame rates do not have to be as high refresh rates as you do with a adaptive display. Adaptive display needs to have refresh rates as long as if it's higher than 60 Hz. So if it hits a refresh rate of between 60 and 144 Hz and it holds it very stable after their conditional testing, then yes, they will get that stamp of approval. And what I really like about this program is it will take out a lot of confusion, especially to new people that do want to enter, such as PC gaming, or people who want to have a decent display when it comes to their Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5. And what this really will do is VESA will crack down on a lot of the factory overdrive settings that you typically see on a lot of gaming display monitors. My LG display has an overclock of 180 Hz, which they will crack down on, which will require them to lower their standard at least to have a very stable refresh rate. As many other adaptive displays out there, they do have an overdrive setting. What they really want to make sure is it does have a stability setting to where it is guaranteed to where the monitor will work properly, such as monitors. A very typical problem with them is once they do enter an overdrive setting, you may notice some flickering or a little bit of weird things, but it works great in game. Out of game, you'll notice it right away. VESA is practically just trying to get a true measurement of what a monitor really can do. So VESA does require them to have less than 20% overshoot and less than 15% when it comes to undershoot. And they have 16 different tests just to do this, which again will force manufacturers to give more honest numbers when it comes to monitors on their respective displays. And if you want to get any more information on their testing, I will have their PDF right down below in the description box so you can check it out to see what kind of testing that they do. Right now, as you can see, they only have very few monitors approved. It's about like 4 or 5 of them, but there will be more added along this year. So now, is this the end all be all when it comes to NVIDIA G-Syncs and AMD FREESYNCs? Not quite, because you'll still have many of the monitors marketed for that very purpose. The point is, if you see the VESA stamp of approval, then more than likely it's probably going to be okay with either GPU that you have. They just want to give you more transparency when it comes from the manufacturer. So if you do purchase a monitor that is G-Sync Ultimate, expect to see a VESA certified adaptive display sticker next to it. This will also make you feel more secure about your purchase to know that it was rigorously tested. So FamBam, guys, I hope you found this content very useful. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy content just like this, make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button to join the big wonderful FamBam, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. For all the newest updates, make sure to follow my Twitter handle right here, as it is the same as my TikTok and IG as well. FamBam, guys, how do you feel about the new AdaptiveSync display stickers or logos or whatever you want to call it? Does that make you feel more confident when it comes to your purchases for monitors, or is there something else that you would like to see? Let me know it down in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Chris Muzo signing out.